Welcome back to the Now Milwaukee, another edition tonight to our series honoring Black History Month, where we're traveling to the only certified underground railroad site in Wisconsin. It's in Milton, about 90 minutes west of Milwaukee, and Cherry went to check it out.
The Underground Railroad was a system of safe houses. It served as a refuge for slaves trying to make their way north to freedom. One stop was the Milton House Inn, built by Joseph Goodrich in 1844.
Joseph Goodrich was really putting a lot at stake here.
The Seventh-day Baptist and abolitionist was very secretive about harboring slaves. Legend has it Goodrich told one of his workers on one day to drive a wagon and its supplies to Elkhorn.
He heard rustling, he heard whispers. He knew somebody was back there. He kept going. He stopped at the inn as instructed. He went in, had a meal, came back an hour and a half later, and he drove the horse, the team, and wagon back, and he was certain that there was nobody in the back.
When slaves first arrived at the Milton Inn, they were snuck into a cabin just like this one that sits behind the inn.
Those runaway slaves were quickly ushered into a trap door which led to this underground tunnel. Now, this is where it's estimated that nearly 100 slaves made their way to freedom. As you can see, these quarters are very tight. Back then, it was dark, and I'm told that it was only 4 feet high, which essentially meant that the slaves had to crawl in the dark, not knowing what was on the other end. After taking the short but scary journey through the tunnel, those slaves found refuge right here underneath the inn. This is where they slept, often for days, on pallets, sometimes on hay. Goodrich would provide them food. They just waited it out, waiting for their next opportunity to continue their journey for freedom.
Today, some visitors relive those moments in the tunnel.
We have people who have actually dropped to their knees and crawled the 70 feet from the cabin into this room just so they can replicate what somebody would have gone through. When you see that, it just kind of brings it home that how important this site is and how rare it is.
For the Now Milwaukee, I'm Terry.
And you can tour the Milton House and go through that tunnel yourself. We have information about how that is possible at our website, tmj4.com.